2018 as if it were your last year, so we can get up that energy and get the things done we need to do this year so we can live better. Now, I am not going to make too many don't do this, don't do that videos, but there is one thing, really one thing I want you all to look at, and that is possibly toxic mold that is growing in your homes. Now, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 2011, and I healed from fibromyalgia in 2011. One of the stressors of me getting sick was toxic mold. I lived with toxic mold for about 5 years. I did not know at that point the damaging and possibly lethal consequences of toxic mold, nor did I know that my organism was allergic to mold. So toxic mold, along with a few other factors, caused enough stress in my body to provoke the onset of fibromyalgia. Now, to get fibromyalgia, you have to have a predisposition, a genetic predisposition. So don't worry about that. Let's get back to the toxic mold. It is the silent killer. It can be causing you problems with your health, and you may not notice it. And that is also because a lot of times we do not see the mold growing in our houses. The mold that was growing in my house was growing behind a bookcase, and every now and then I would smell it. If you can smell it, it's there, and it's there in a large quantity. And even if you cannot smell it, I want you to take the time to go in your kitchen cupboards underneath, to go in your bathrooms, in the bathroom cupboards, to go in your basements, to go wherever and look. Take the time to look. And take the time to see if there is mold growing in your home, because you might have rashes and itching and coughing and wheezing, and you might be more susceptible to colds and flus with a weakened immune system, and you may not know that it might all be caused by mold which is growing in your home, and you may be unaware of this. I want you to also take the time to inspect your mattresses. Yes, mattresses. Did you know that mold can grow in our mattresses? So I want you to take the, don't get freaked out. Don't get freaked out. Okay, I want you to take those mattresses and pull them up. Turn them over. Put them outside on the balcony when you can. Let them get some sun. Let them dry out. If you have mold in your home, don't think you're going to get rid of it with ammonia and bleach. That's not enough. Now, about mold removal, I could go on for days, but what I want you to do is get specific products for the mold removals and get all of the protective gear. Actually, if you're having some symptoms, please ask someone else to do it. And if it is extensive, please call a specialized agency which will do it, and then they will make sure that the toxic mold in your house, once it is removed for good. Because if you don't get it and you don't get it good and eliminate it very, very well, it grows back. Now, look also in your house in which there are structural problems, in which humidity or condensation just grows, just accumulates in your house. That is something that you may, in that condition, always have to be dealing with possible mold growth, and you not knowing it. Now, know that possible mold growth in your homes can not only affect your central nervous system and your cognitive functions and your immune system, but mycotoxins and mold spores can also hurt the weaker elements of our families, like the elderly, people who are dealing with a disease, or children, or even little animals. So please take the attention and look for the mold in your house. This is going to be one of my very, very few warning videos, because I believe that we are all living with a little bit too much beware of this, beware of that. But mold is really something that I want you to calmly look around your house and see if it's in there. And also look around your work. Look around your work. If you are dealing with sick building syndrome, also in your work, where there may be mold in the air conditioning and in the ducts. So mold will grow on any organic surface or wherever there is gathering humidity, and you need to get rid of it with specialized products, or better yet, that specialized agency. Now, when I was sick with fibromyalgia, I had ear infections, I had a mouth infection, I had 60% lung capacity. I was just a mess. And yes, it was fibromyalgia, but the onset of it was triggered by this mold growing in my house as I got year by year sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker, and I could not figure out what was wrong with me. So please, if you are dealing with some of the symptoms I just explained, or even not, take a look around your house for that toxic mold, okay? Because I want you to be able to live your life, and love you. So love you and look around your house and make sure you are safe in your home and in your work, okay? And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.